welcome to today's video. So my name is Tre'neice, and if you're new here, I make content based on lifestyle, God, and just overall beauty. Mostly God. Everything is going to include Him. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why it's so important to trust God, and why it's important to listen to Him. And so I just want to start off by saying thank you for clicking on this video. That's one of the things, but trusting God and obeying God, it is probably going to be one of the best decisions you make. Because I know we know this saying, and we literally grew up on this saying, and we usually hear it from our parents. And it's the saying that I would never steer you wrong, or I would never intentionally give you bad advice or steer you down the wrong path. And I know for me, I usually always heard that from my grandma or my mom. And so I just want to start this video off today saying that, because it can be tough. I feel like learning to trust God or trying to trust God can be very difficult. I'm sorry. Because a lot of times we often think we know what's best for us, and we don't. And we think that we should be doing certain things, or we should be with certain people because we love them, or because they love us, or we can't do certain things because of how it's going to affect another person. And I'm here to tell you that sometimes you have to put yourself first. Sometimes you have to look at yourself in the mirror, and you have to talk to God and really ask God, what is His plans for you? Because even though right now it may hurt, and it may feel like a mistake or the worst thing that's happening to you, I can guarantee you it's not. And it's probably not going to be the last thing that happens that hurts. But whenever you are faced with this situation again, or whatever you're dealing with, the next time you'll know how to handle it. The next time you're going to know what you're supposed to do. And so the saying that you hear from your parents or people that are close to you, you have to kind of think of it as the same way as God. Like, God is your Father. He is our Creator. And so He is always going to have your best interest at heart, because He already knows you. He knows the plans He has for you, and He's never, so like your parent may steer you wrong, and it may be unintentional, or they may steer you down a certain path because that's what they know. But God, He is never, and even though you hear never say never, but this is the one instance that you can literally tell yourself He will never steer you wrong, and He's never going to steer you wrong. Like, He actually never will. Because He already knows. He already knows what you're going to do. He already knows the plans He has for you. He knows what's waiting on the other side. We just don't know. And so while we're sitting here and we're sad and we're angry and we're mad or whatever we may be, frustrated, He's there. And He'll comfort us if we ask. But we're still going to have to trust Him. We're still going to have to initially take that step. We're still going to have to close that door. We're still going to have to close that chapter. And it's going to be hard. And it's going to be something that you don't want to do. But you have to. So learning to trust God and learning to obey Him takes time. Because what we always hear in church, our spirit is willing, but our flesh is quite honestly the complete opposite. And so it's going to feel tough. It's going to feel hard. But trusting God and obeying God is going to be the best decision you make. Because you're going to come out on the end of that feeling like the best person you ever felt in years. And so I just want to encourage you today to take that step, to obey Him, to trust Him, and to let Him guide your life. Let Him order your steps. Because at least with him, you know he's never going to leave. At least with him, you know there's going to be a great outcome. You're going to be blessed. Your prayers are going to be answered. And if you feel like your prayers aren't being answered, maybe change what you're praying about. Change your prayer. Change what you're asking for, because maybe what you're asking for is not something that he desires for you, because he desires more. What you think you deserve may not be what you deserve. You may deserve so much of that and more. And so don't keep your mind so small. Don't think of yourself so little. God is with you. He is honestly the only person you can really trust, because he's not going to let you down. And it's okay to get mad. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to not know what's going to happen, because we're not all knowing. He is. He gives us just enough information for us to get by, for us to just make that step. And then he'll give us a little bit at a time. I've had a tough day. Quite frankly, I've had a tough few days. And so I can only come on here and speak from my personal experiences. And so I'm not over here just telling you guys what I think you want to hear and what I think I should be talking about. Everything that I've talked about on my past few videos have been direct reflections of my own life. But it doesn't mean that what I'm saying is not true. God is with you, even when things get hard. So just remember, when you obey him, he blesses you. When you disobey him, he doesn't necessarily punish you, but he shows you why he asked you to do that very thing in the first place. So you disobey God at your own will. He's not going to force you to follow him. He's not going to force you to listen. But he'll then show you exactly why he told you to do the very thing that he did. Okay? So that's really it. I'm not going to come on here and talk for minutes and minutes and minutes, saying the same thing over and over. I just want you guys to know that obeying him is going to be your salvation. And it's going to bless you in ways you cannot imagine, whether it's just peace, whether it's just waking up knowing that you're safe, whether it's just, now you have money in your bank account, now you have a new job, now you are able to provide for your children, now you're able to provide for yourself. It could be whatever. But obeying him is always going to be the best thing you can do. Okay? So stay blessed, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have an amazing week. Bye.